Hello students, welcome back to your class. In today's class we are going to solve some of the sums in exercise 6.1. Some first 7 problems in exercise 6.1. Okay, see the first question. Prove by vector method that if a line is drawn from the center of a circle to the midpoint of a chord, then the line is perpendicular to the chord. Okay, so what's the let's see the diagram. They are telling about a circle. If this is a circle, okay, if this is the midpoint, and let this be the chord, any chord. Okay, so if a line is drawn from the chord to the midpoint of the circle, if this is the midpoint, if this is the midpoint of the circle, then we have to say that this line is perpendicular to this chord. Okay, we have to prove that this line is perpendicular to this chord. Now let us take this midpoint as O and the chord be AB, and let this point be N. Draw a line here. This is OA vector and OB vector. So we have to prove this by using the vector method. Okay, so we know that OA vector, this is A vector, and OB vector is B vector. So OA vector is equal to A vector, OB vector is equal to B vector. Now if you want to find ON vector is equal to, what is ON vector? OA vector plus OB vector divided by 2, that is A vector plus B vector divided by 2, this is ON vector. So if you want to prove these two lines are perpendicular, these two vectors are perpendicular, what we can do? ON vector dot OAB vector be equal to 0. If we prove that, then we can say that these two vectors are perpendicular. So that's what we are going to find here. Now AB vector is equal to OB vector minus OA vector. What is OB vector? That is B vector minus A vector. Now let us find ON vector dot AB vector. If it is equal to 0, then we can say that these two vectors are perpendicular. It is equal to, what is ON vector? A vector plus B vector divided by 2 dot product of, what is AB vector? That is B vector minus A vector. Okay, B vector minus A vector, which is equal to so bring this minus this side, so it becomes A vector minus B vector, right? A vector minus B vector minus outside, so minus of this term, 1 divided by 2, let us take that also outside. So this becomes A vector the whole square minus B vector the whole square. This is in the format of A plus B into A minus B, right? This is in the format of A plus B into A minus B. Therefore A vector the whole square minus B vector the whole square. See here, A vector and B vector are radius. Yes, OA vector and OB vector, these two are radius. Radius will be the same for all in this circle. Right, if the radius is r, OA is r, OB is also r. If we put the values r square minus r square, it becomes 0. So what happened? ON vector dot AB vector is equal to 0. Therefore, ON vector is perpendicular to AB vector. Okay, that is what we have to prove, right? We have then prove that a line drawn from the center of the circle to the midpoint of the chord and the chord is perpendicular. So this is the chord, AB is the chord, and the line drawn from the center of the circle to the chord is ON. So ON is perpendicular to AB, hence proved. Okay, now let us see the second sum. Prove a vector method that the median to the base of the isosceles triangle is perpendicular to the base. So what they have given, it is an isosceles triangle. What is an isosceles triangle? 2 of its angles and 2 of its sides will be same. Let this be the isosceles triangle ABC. So from a vertex they are drawing a median. So let this be the median. Okay, let this be the median. Let this be D. Okay, so what you have to do is this AD is you have to prove AD is perpendicular to BC. Okay, so for that what we have to do? AD vector dot BC vector is equal to 0. If you prove like that, then we can say that AD is perpendicular to BC. Otherwise, there is another one method. You can prove this by, we can say this is right angle. This and this is right angle. If we say like that, means we can say that it is also perpendicular by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so here we are going to use the second one. So see here what they have given, it is an isosceles triangle. Since it is an isosceles triangle, we can take AB vector is equal to AC vector. Okay, now, and this is the median. AD is the median, right? So AD is the median. AD is the median means this line divides the opposite sides in two equal parts. That is, BD vector is equal to DC vector. You have to write the reason since AD vector is the median. You have to write the reason for each and every step. Okay, I am dictating it orally. You have to write in your word. AD vector is the median. Okay, since it is the median, we can write BD vector is equal to DC vector. Therefore, now let us take modulus of AD vector the whole square. Okay, what is modulus of AD vector the whole square? It can be written as AB vector plus BD vector, AD vector in plus BD vector dot AC vector dot CD vector. See, AD vector the whole square can be written as AB vector dot plus BD vector dot AC vector plus CD vector. Okay, that is AB vector plus BD vector dot AC vector plus CD vector. Okay, so already we know that since it is an isosceles triangle, you have to write like this, since triangle ABC is isosceles. So using this property here, modulus of AD vector the whole square becomes AB vector plus BD vector dot AC vector can be written as AB vector. Yes, because AB is equal to AC. Therefore, AC can be written as AB vector plus CD can be written as DB. Yes, see here, CD can be written as DB, but we know that DC is DB. So, CD can be written as DB. But here we want CD. Yes, CD can be written as DB vector. Okay, so if you want to make this as equal, so here we have to change this as BD. When we are changing the direction, the sign will also be changed. Here we are having CD is equal to DB, but we want to find, but this and this should be the same. Therefore, for converting this to BD, DB can be written as minus of BD vector. Okay, now what is this? This will be modulus of AB vector the whole square minus modulus of BD vector the whole square. Yes, A plus B into A minus B format. So in the right hand side, left hand side we are having modulus of AD vector. So bring this term to this side. Modulus of AD vector the whole square plus modulus of BD vector the whole square is equal to modulus of AB vector the whole square. Now see here, modulus of AB vector the whole square is equal to modulus of AD vector plus modulus of BD vector the whole square. What is this? This is in the Pythagoras formula, right? Sum of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can say that the AD is perpendicular to BD. If it is perpendicular to BD, we can say that AD is perpendicular to BC. You have to write these things. Okay. Now let us see the third sum. What is the third sum? Prove by vector method that an angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Okay, so first draw a semicircle. Let this be a center, this be a point. Okay, so let this be O, A, B. Okay, this is A vector and this is B vector. Okay, this is P. Here the vectors are like this. Okay, the vectors are like this. Now we can say that, see here, these three things are same because these are all the radius, right? See, this is a circle, this is a radius, this is also radius and this is also radius. Therefore, OA vector will be equal to OB vector will be equal to PO vector. Yes, the direction is like this because they are all radius. Okay, now let us find the value of PA vector. What is PA vector? PA vector is equal to PO vector plus OA vector, right? PA vector is equal to PO vector plus OA vector. And what is PB vector then? What is PB vector? PB vector can be written as PO vector plus OB vector. Yes, PO vector plus OB vector. Okay, now PA vector dot PB. Okay, what you have to find is this is a right angle. You have to show this is a right angle. Right angle means this and this should be perpendicular. So for proving that as perpendicular, what we can do? This vector dot this vector is equal to 0. So for that only we are going to do. What is PA vector dot PB vector? What is PA vector? It is PO vector plus OA vector dot PO vector plus OB vector. Okay, which is equal to, from this what we can say? Okay, see here, instead of OB vector, you can write it as OA vector. Okay, see in this PB vector is equal to PA vector plus OB vector. We can write OB, we know that OB is equal to OA. Yes, this length, this is not vector. Okay, not vector. OB is equal to OA. If you want to write here OA, but see the direction is different. This is from O to B, but here it is from O to A. Therefore, we are writing it here as minus. Okay, are you clear? See, this is not vector. I am telling about the length. See here, OA, OB and OP. These are all the radius. So, we can equate the length. Okay, so instead of OB, you can write OA. But see here, the direction is different. OB is in this side and OA is in this side. Therefore, we are making here minus. So, instead of PB, you can write as PO minus OA vector. So, this is in the format of PO vector the whole square minus modulus of OA vector the whole square. What is PO? PO and OA. This is PO and this is OA. So, see here, this is radius, this is also radius. When you substitute the value length, this length and this length is also the same. Therefore, this becomes 0. See here, PA vector dot PB vector is we found it is equal to 0. Therefore, PA vector is perpendicular to PB vector. So what we have proven? We have proved that angle in a semicircle is a right angle. So these two are perpendicular. If these two are perpendicular, the angle between them is 90 degrees. So we have proved that the angle made in a semicircle is 90 degrees. So we have to write all these things in words. Okay. Now let us see the fourth sum. Prove by vector method the diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angle. So you have to prove the diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other at right angle. So what is the rhombus? Let this be the rhombus. Okay, sorry, the rhombus will be like this. Yes, this is the rhombus, right? Yes. Let the rhombus be A, B, C, D. Okay, so let this be A vector, this be B vector, and this be C vector, and let this be also B vector. So see, it's not C vector, it is also A vector, because for the rhombus opposite sides are equal, right? So AB is equal to DC and BC is equal to AD. Therefore, if we write like this, it will also be equal to A vector. But here, the direction is like this. Therefore, we are taking it as minus A vector. The direction is opposite. Therefore, we are taking this vector as minus A vector. So, what you have to prove is prove a vector diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other at right angle. That is, these are the diagonals, right? So, we have to prove this is 90 degree. Bisect each other at 90 degree. Okay. Okay, how can you find this bisect is at 90 degree? 90 degree means the two lines will be perpendicular, right? So AC, you should prove that AC is perpendicular to BD. What you have to prove? You have to prove that AC is perpendicular to BD. So what we can do? AC vector dot BD vector is equal to 0. We can prove like that. Okay. So for that, now let us take what is AC vector? AC vector is equal to A vector plus B vector, right? AC vector is equal to AB vector plus BC vector, which is equal to A vector plus B vector. Okay. Similarly, what is BD vector then? BD vector is equal to A vector minus B vector, or B vector minus A vector. That is BD vector is equal to, what is BD vector? We can take like this, BC vector plus CD vector. BC vector plus CD vector. What is BC vector? It is B vector. What is CD vector? It is minus A vector. Okay, so BD vector is equal to B vector minus A vector. Okay, so now we can take this AC vector dot BD vector. See, AC vector this can be written as B vector plus A vector, right? Which is equal to B vector plus A vector dot B vector minus A vector. What is this? It becomes B square minus A square. B square minus A square. We know that for rhombus all the four sides are same, right? What is the rhombus? For rhombus all the four sides are equal. Therefore, the length A and B will be equal. The length, I am not telling about the vector, I am telling about the length. A will be equal to B. See here, B square minus A square, this becomes 0. Therefore, AC vector dot BD vector is equal to 0. So, what we get? AC vector is perpendicular to BD vector. Therefore, the diagonals intersect each other at right angle, each other at 90 degree. This is what they have asked us to prove. We have to write that in words. Okay. Now, let us see the fifth sum. So, using vector method, prove that if the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal, then it is rectangle. So, how will a parallelogram? This is the parallelogram. Okay, take it like this, A, B, C, D. So, this should be A, this should be B vector, this should be B vector, and what is this? This should be minus A vector, right? Okay, minus A vector. So, you need not take that, you can take like this, you need not take the unit vectors, you just take the direction like this. Okay, so what they have asked us to do using vector, prove that if the diagonals of a parallelogram is equal, then it is rectangle. So, these are the diagonals, right? So, you have to take the condition as AC is equal to BD. You have to take the condition as AC is equal to BD. Then, we know that for the parallelogram, you know that AB vector is equal to DC vector, right? That is AB vector is equal to DC vector and BC vector is equal to, for the parallelogram opposite sides are same. BC vector is equal to AD vector. Okay, now what you have to prove is, you have to prove, then it is a rectangle. Rectangle means opposite sides are having the same time. Okay, same sides. So what they have asked you to find is if they are perpendicular. See, rectangle means this and this will be in 90 degree. Yes, this side, the length and the breadth will be in 90 degree, rectangle. So, rectangle will be like this, right? So, the angles formed will be 90 degree. So, you can find any one angle as 90 degree, that is AB and BC as 90 degree. You can take anything. Okay, so what they have given, the diagonals are equal. So, AC is equal to BD, you can take that. So, after this, what you can do is, after this, find AC. Okay, just find the value of AC vector and then find BD vector. Okay, find AC vector and BD vector. They have given that diagonals are same. Therefore, AC square is equal to BC square. Equate that and equate the values that you are getting from here. You will be getting, which is equal to 0. Something is equal to 0. That is you will be getting at last AB in dot BC is equal to 0. That is AB is perpendicular to BC. Then you can say that it is a rectangle. So this is going to be the assignment for you. That's why I have given you the hint. First, take these conditions, because since it is a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. Take this condition and then find AC and find BD. They have given the diagonals are same. So take that condition, AC square is equal to BC square. Equate the values and you will be getting something is equal to 0. Something dot something is equal to 0. Then you can say that these two are perpendicular. Then you can say that it is a rectangle. Okay, so that is going to be, fifth sum is going to be the assignment for you. Now let us see the sixth sum. What is the sixth sum? Prove by vector method that the area of the quadrilateral ABCD having diagonals AC and BD is 1 by 2 of AC vector cross BD vector. Okay, so let us draw a quadrilateral. So here we are drawing a quadrilateral in the form of parallelogram. Okay, this is A, B, C, D. Okay, so first area of quadrilateral is given by, so area of quadrilateral is given by area of the triangle ACD plus area of the triangle ABC, right? Area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ACD. Yes, which is equal to half into what is area of the triangle ABC? Half into AB vector cross AC vector plus what is area of triangle ACD? Half into AC vector cross AD vector. Okay, which is equal to, take the term half as common, and what you are having common? AC vector is common, right? AC vector is common. So before that, change this AC vector cross AB vector. Here it will be minus less AC vector cross AD vector. Now we can take this as common. 1 by 2 into, take AC is common outside, 1 by 2 into AC vector cross minus AB vector plus here we are remaining is AD vector. Okay, minus AC vector cross AD vector. So minus AB can be written as BA vector, right? Minus AB vector can be written as BA vector. What is BA vector plus AD vector? BA vector plus AD vector. Okay, what is BA vector plus AD vector? This is our diagonal, right? BA vector plus AD vector can be written as BD vector, which is equal to half into modulus of AC vector cross BD vector. This is what you have to prove, right? Area of parallelogram is equal to half into AC vector, modulus of AC vector cross BD vector. Yes, we took the AC outside and here one minus is there, minus AB, change that minus AB to BA vector. So BA, we know that BA vector plus AD vector is BD vector. So with that we found the answer. Okay, hence proved. Now let us see the seventh sum. Prove by vector method that the parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. That is, same base means let this be base. From this we are going to draw two parallelograms and they are going to have same between the same parallel. So this and this is parallel. So let this be the first parallelogram. Okay, now let this be the first parallelogram. They are going to have the same base. So we are going to draw another parallelogram from the same base. Okay, we are going to draw another parallelogram from the, so the parallelograms are A, B, C, D. This is going to be D dash and this is going to be C dash. Okay, so the two parallelograms are A, B, C, D and A, B, C dash, D dash. Okay, so what we have to prove that the parallelograms on the same base and between the same area are equal in area. You have to prove that the area of the parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of the parallelogram ABC dash D dash. Okay, so What is area of parallelogram ABCD? Area of parallelogram ABCD is given by modulus of AB vector cross BC vector, which is equal to, let us take this as A vector, this as B vector, which is equal to A vector cross B vector. Okay, and again what happened to the next parallelogram? Area of the parallelogram AB C dash D dash is equal to, C dash D dash is equal to AB vector cross B C dash vector, which is equal to, so I don't want to write here because we don't know what is AD dash vector. AB and here they have taken as AD vector, AD dash vector. Can take anything, either BC dash vector or AD dash vector. Okay. See here, these two are same parallels. These two parallelograms are, this is parallel to this. Therefore, we can say that, we can say DC is parallel to AB, D dash is parallel to AB, C dash is parallel to AB, right? Since we are taking this line, we are going to take D dash is parallel to, we know that D dash is parallel to AB. If it is parallel, what's the condition? So D dash is parallel to AB. From the given thing is what it is here. Idoda length vandu something into this. Sorry. Yes. AB length is equal to, AB is equal to, sorry, D dash is equal to T into AB. Yes. Idoda length vandu something into AB vector. So we are going to take that D dash is equal to some T. Let us take the constant is T into AB. T into AB vector. D dash vector is equal to T into AB vector. What is AB vector? It is A vector. 2 into A vector. Okay. What is A D dash? So what we have found is, we have found the value of D dash. We know D dash is parallel to AB and D dash will be equal to something, some length into AB, right? So which is, we are taking to that constant as T into AB vector. We know AB vector is equal to A vector. So T into A vector. So after this, what is A D dash vector? A D dash vector is equal to, A D dash vector is equal to A D vector plus D vector. A D vector plus D vector, which is equal to, what is A D vector? If this is B, this is also B. Yes. So what is A D vector? It is B vector plus, what is D vector? We found it as T into A vector. Okay. So for coming on to this point, area of triangle AB C dash D dash, AB vector cross A D dash vector, which is equal to, what is AB vector? It is A vector cross, this is B vector plus T into A vector, which is equal to, on cross multiplying, what we will be getting? A vector cross B vector plus, we know that A vector cross A vector will be equal to 0. So this becomes 0, which is equal to modulus of A vector cross B vector. See here, area of triangle parallelogram ABCD is equal to modulus of A vector cross B vector, and area of parallelogram ABC dash D dash is equal to modulus of A vector cross B vector. Therefore, we can say that area of ABCD, parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of parallelogram ABC dash D dash. Okay, hence proved. Okay, with this we are going to complete this video. Let us see the remaining sums in the next class. Thank you, students.